Chapter 3. The call. A month went by and I never heard from Ada again, not the phone call she promised or the work she promised. I was heartbroken, but men were never taught to break down easily. To stay strong even when the burden is too much for us to bear, to smile even if we are breaking down slowly. I wonder who brought the notion men are strong, 'cause me right now, am at my limit of shouting at the worlds, but my voice carries no weight, no sound. Would everything be different if I was a girl? Would my words have weight? At some point I'm really tired of the responsibility befall me as a male child. So much people looking up to me that I can't afford to fail, to disappoint. After a week of not hearing from Ada, I move on. Some promises are not kept and I couldn't live my life on promise. Paying my sister's school fees became a hard thing to do, as most money I make was used on food. I began working in a bakery as night shift. Driving tricycle during the day and working at the bakery in the night. All my life began to revolve around that. And then, one evening a call enter. Asterisk. The breeze was chilling as it is after a drizzling of rain, the cloud is still darkened and the floor muddy. I sat in front of the Face Me I Face You apartment my family lived in the ghetto, slum, watching the children ran round the area not caring about the thickly muddy ground. Who cares ef? The thug passed through and the smell from their cigar caught my throat, but I was far from caring. I am lost in my thought, lost in my dilemma. I was just asked to stop coming to the bakery I worked all because they couldn't afford to pay all the workers again. So they were forced to cut down the laborer, and unfortunately, like always, my misfortune followed me and I was about to lay down workers. Why do all my life began with regret? Why do regret follows me around like my jawline, always following my every move? Do I still have more regret to make? I just can't help but to ask myself all this question. I wanted to blame someone, but who? My parent who decided to give birth to me even when they knew they never have the means to care for me, or this country who refused to create opportunity for we the youth. Or God who makes me the first son of this wretched family. But in the end everything comes back to me. To me, 'cause I make the decision of my life. Despite knowing this, I still wanted to put the blame on someone, to curse my heart out, but I couldn't. 'Cause my life has always been on regret. This is not a typical story people sit to read, but I just hope my words will be a comfort to your soul, so that you will know you are not alone. Was this the fear my father faced when he was my age? Was this the pain he go through? Was this the burden he carried my makes him bent down and walk with the aid of walking stick? Was this what we men go through silently? 'Cause if not, why am I going through this? I wanted to shout at the world, I wanted to scream, I wanted to break down and let my tears tell my story, but I couldn't do it. Because I am a man, because the society believed I am strong, that men are strong. I wanted to curse the person who comes with the notion men shouldn't show their emotion, but what will that do to solve my situation? Nothing, or maybe add to it. So, like the notion the society put on us men, I wanted to live up to it. As I sat down looking at the sky, my younger brother Jide walked past me smoking heavily, causing me to cough, which jolted me back to life. My anger fueled up and I followed him into the room. There I met Binta, the last of us four, and Bimp, who was pregnant, in the one room we were all living. My anger fueled up again. Looking at Jide in front of me, I found the prey to pass my aggression on. From behind I pounce on him like a lion pounce on its prey. I started hitting him, couldn't stop, couldn't control myself. He was too thin, too weak, and I already pinned him down. He couldn't defend himself and I was angry at him, at myself, that I couldn't control myself. My fist carried all my hatred and frustration of the world in it. I heard my sisters shouting Egbin Mhi, but I was deaf to their words. I just couldn't stop. Doesn't want to stop because I saw myself hitting myself in him. The person I was angry at wasn't him but myself. Jide was a brilliant child who had a promised future, so from where did everything went wrong? Could it be from my side? Maybe if only I wasn't too focused on myself, if only I had make time for them, would they have turned out better? No matter how hard I try, I was among the cause of their problem. So I wasn't angry at him but myself. And at that moment I realize I have reached my limits. Slowly, I felt the touch of my father's hand on my shoulder and I freeze. I wasn't angry at him, I sobbed silently. He said, "I know." I looked at him and slowly Jide was pulled away from my pin. "Do you also go through this kind of frustration?" I asked my father and he nodded gently, "But you, Omo mh I won't subdue to the frustration." He pulled me in his embrace, stroking my head gently. Exactly like how my mother would do. Ever since my mother died my father had become our mother. Cause to him he believed we needed a mother than a father, and on that I couldn't disagree. That night I slept with the vow not to subdue to my frustration. That night, Ada called.